Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Mitzi. Mitzi puts it in.
Beat gets it. We're going to go up on Joy, and it's good off the glass.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Buster with the deep two, and it's good. Connell has the ball at bounce, passes into Grieco for three, and that's 1,000 points. Goal.
Hello everybody, welcome to today's girls basketball game. It is a really cool day because it is their senior night.
It's HK's girls senior night tonight, which means that we're celebrating the seniors that are moving on after this season. Tonight's game is the HK Cougars versus the Valley Regional Warriors, so looks like it's going to be a very interesting game.
Very interesting.
Our players are warming up right now, but it looks like we will be starting the nightly festivities in a little while. I'm Devin Gallant.
And I am Joseph Formica.
And we are going to be your commentators for this evening.
It is not going to be, okay, if you are into sports and basketball, watch and don't listen, because I personally don't know what I'm talking about. Devin does, a little bit.
A little bit. If you've tuned in with us before, you might know that I have commentated a couple games. Joe's first time is tonight, so
Yes, it is.
don't be too harsh to him on your chat forums if you have any of those. All right, Valley Regional has a record of 7-8, I believe. That's 7 wins, 8 losses. And the HK Girls Cougars have, I believe, I believe they have a record of 5-7 or 5-9.
Either one sounds real.
They have 5 wins, which is the most important part. Their next 2 games for the HK Cougars are away at Coggins and away at Old Lyme.
And the Cougars had 2 losses, Cromwell and Morgan, and actually won against East Granby, 59-52, which is a really close game.
The Valley Regional Warriors have an upcoming game at Stonington and an upcoming game home versus Cromwell. They have a loss against East Windsor and a loss against Lewis Mill, but a win against North Brantford. So it looks like it's going to be a close and exciting game tonight. for tonight's starting lineup for the HK Girls Cougars, we have number 5, Kaylee Bodak, number 33, Tessa Wills, number 15, Haley Phelps, number 14, Anna Biondi, and number 10, Belle Carini. Haley, Anna, and Belle are the seniors being celebrated tonight for the Girls Cougars.
And for the Valley Regional Warriors, our starting lineup is Reagan Brandman, Bitsy Clamp, Elena Crosby, Addie Marquise, and Ava Cunningham. None of those are seniors. We have 3 juniors and 2 sophomores.
That's a young team, from what I know.
Yes, it is.
A little mention of their coaches. The Valley Regional Warriors are coached by Jamie Toto and assisted by Lauren Bundy and Allison Pitney. And the Haddam-Killingworth Cougars are coached by Scott Medeiros, and assistant coach is by Ann Dybert.
As you can see, tonight the Den is out in full force to support their team for both sides, too.
For those who don't know, the Den, or the HK Cougar Den, is the fan club of HKHS. So it's very exciting.
And it was revamped by Miss Ann Dybert. Was it last year?
HK's girls basketball's assistant coach. Sorry.
Yes.
Coincidence.
She is doing a great job.
And
on
it
social
looks like
media, too.
we are going to be starting our senior night festivities shortly.
Yay.
For those of you who are wondering what the strange noises are coming out of my mouth, I have a cough drop in my mouth right now. I'm so sorry about that.
And right now, the HK players are organized in an odd oval shape because it is their senior night. It's really exciting for them.
And they're about to start that right about now, so we're going to let you watch and listen to the appreciation of the HK Cougar senior girls basketball members, Haley, Anna, and Belle.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the senior night festivities, and we'll be back when
Don't
the game
worry.
starts.
You will hear us again.
Haddam-Killingworth High School for tonight's contest between the Warriors of Valley Regional High School and your Haddam-Killingworth Cougars. Tonight is also senior night for HK, and at this time we would like to recognize our seniors. We would like to start by recognizing our 3 senior cheerleaders, Alyssa Barbadallo, Izzy Rizicki, and Peyton Pazak. Thank you for supporting us and for showing us what HK Spirit is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, the HK cheerleading class of 2020. We would also like to recognize our MVP manager, Senior Charlie Cancroft. Thank you for all that you do. And now for our HK basketball class of 2020. Anna Biondi is being escorted by her mother Karen, her father Jim, as well as her sisters Adele and August. Anna has been a member of the HK girls basketball team for 4 years, with substantial starting role on the varsity team all 4 years. Anna has been a captain for both her junior and senior season. Anna has many options for continuing her education next year. Her options include the University of Miami, Ohio, the University of Tampa, and Hofstra University, where she intends to major in journalism and political science. Anna is passionate about filmmaking and values how much a camera lens can be a voice to the world. She is also a member of Film Society, the Cougar Chronicle, the National Art Society, and is a senior leader for the HK TV studio, working behind the camera whenever she isn't on the court. Anna's favorite memory from HK girls basketball is when she made Coach break his clipboard during the Cougars game this season. When asked what advice she would give to her youngest teammates, Anna said, "Whenever you step on the floor, be confident in yourself and your teammates and just have fun." Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Biondi. Much before high school basketball, Anna and Belle were coached by 2 influential people in their basketball lives. They are here tonight to celebrate with them. Please welcome Sarah Jennings and Tommy Thompson, who are Belle and Biondi's first-round coaches. The HK Travel Program is vital to the success of our program, and we would like to thank Sarah, Tommy, and all of our travel coaches here tonight for their dedication. Bella Carini is being escorted by her mother Samantha, her father David, as well as her brother Benny. Bella's been a member of the HK girls basketball team for 4 years, with a substantial starting role on the varsity team all 4 years. Bella has been a captain for both her junior and senior season. Bella will be attending Goucher College in Maryland. She is undecided for a major, but she will be playing NCAA Division III basketball for head coach Andrea Preston in the Landmark Conference. Bella was also a member of the HK girls soccer team for 2 years. She's an avid beach volleyball player, and she will be playing tennis this spring. In addition to HK Athletics, Belle is the vice president of the International Coacher Club, treasurer of the French Honor Society, and a contributing member to the Cougar Den Spirit Club. Belle's favorite memory from HK girls basketball is Destiny's pump-up speeches in the locker room, as well as finding Anna down the court for fast break layups. The HK Wonder Twin connection with Belle and Biondi is something we will miss here at HK next year. When asked what advice she would give to her younger teammates, Belle said, "Ball like Kurt." Ladies and gentlemen, Belle Carini. Haley Phelps is being escorted by her mother Julie and her father Derek. Haley has been a member of the HK girls basketball team for 4 years. Haley has many options for continuing her education next year. Her options include Elon University and Seton Hall University, where she intends to major in journalism. Haley is also a member of the HK girls lacrosse team for 2 years. In addition to HK Athletics, Haley is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and Student Council, Film Society, and the Cougar Chronicle. When Haley isn't on the court, she is most frequently seen behind the camera working with the HK TV studio, filming events for school or for our community. Haley's favorite memory from HK girls basketball playing in games with Belle freshman year when she would tap her head to signal that she didn't know what play to run. When asked what advice she would give to her younger teammates, Haley said, "Keep cheering on and supporting one another. You are all such great teammates and friends. Find the fun in everything. Enjoy your time on the team because it goes by fast. Continue working hard and putting your heart into every game." Ladies and gentlemen, Haley Phelps. Belle, Biondi, and Haley, the coaches have been so fortunate to get to know you as well as coach you for the last 4 years, and we are sad to see you go. We wish you the best of luck in all that you do and in life. As on the basketball court, we hope you continue to be the hardworking, fun-filled people we've come to know and love. Ladies and gentlemen, the HK Girls Basketball Class of 2020.
As you can see, that was really emotional and a really nice touch for the seniors.
It was very sweet. I'm really excited to see what our upcoming seniors and upcoming basketball stars are going to be doing in the next coming years.
And 2 of those seniors are HKTV's own, Haley and Anna, add a lot to the TV studio, and we wish them the best for
Thank
the future.
them for their service.
Because the TV studio is hard. Okay. Anywho, basketball.
We are so sorry to anyone watching from Valley.
And we have even more members in the Cougar Den that just showed up. So, wow, great. And
I'm assuming we also have some Valley supporters as well.
well, I mean, it looks like
Not
it.
too
because
far of a
there
drive for them.
is a lot of them. Yeah.
We also saw the HK girls cheerleading is going to be cheering on both. They're not going to be cheering on both teams. They're going to be cheering on our teams today. It's very exciting.
There is one team that they're
and
going to be cheering on.
Important game today, and we're so sorry.
So what we have seen before with the cheerleaders, they're awesome addition to the game. During timeouts, during half times, they always get up and do a cheer and support our team. All of the teams, honestly, they never rest. And that is something that I wish I was like, but I'm not, because I rest. So, the thing to take away from this is be like the cheerleaders.
We do. Moving on, we're about to start the game in about a minute.
A minute and 3 seconds.
We already announced the starting lineups, but we'll let you enjoy the student-run starting lineup announcements
Yeah.
and enjoy those before the game. We have about a minute left, so we'll come back to you guys when the game starts, when tip-off it happens.
Welcome to Haddam-Killingworth High School for tonight's basketball game at the Patsy Commercial Fieldhouse. We ask that you please respect all decisions made by contest officials and school supervisors. Refrain from taunting, booing, heckling, and the use of inappropriate language. And that you respect athletes, coaches, cheerleaders, and other fans. We view the basketball court as an extension of the classroom where we learn the principles of sportsmanship, fair play, and respect for others. Noisemakers and confetti are not allowed.
Singing the national anthem tonight is HK's junior Morgan Yasmer. Has 2 sisters on the team.
Here are tonight's starting lineups.
And we get to hear that right after the starting lineups.
Center, number
Yeah.
20, junior Reagan Bowman. Guard number 11, sophomore Mitzi Plum. Guard number 4, junior Alina Crosby. Point guard number 2, junior Addie Marquez. And guard number 1, sophomore Ava Cunningham. They are coached by Jamie Turner and assisted by Lauren Bundy and Allison Pittman. And now for your Haddam-Killingworth Cougars.
All right, we're going to be starting up soon.
Yes. That was an amazing performance of the national anthem.
Yes, it was. All right, both teams are about to take the court. It looks like freshman Kaylee Bodak is going to be doing tip-off for the HK Cougars. And number 20, Regan Brenman is doing tip-up for Valley.
Yep.
All right, Haley Phelps has the ball over to Bodak, over to Carini, over to Biondi, over to Wills, over to Biondi, back to Carini. She takes a shot, and it's good.
And number 2, dribbling across the court, tosses it to number 4. And to number 1.
And it gets turned over to HK. Carini to Biondi. Over to Wills. To Bodak. Biondi takes a three-pointer shot. It's no good. Goes over to Valley.
Number 2, Addie Marquise has the ball. That was actually Ava Cunningham. The ball is stolen by HK.
All right, Biondi is going down the court. Attempts a pass, I believe, to Phelps, but it's no good. Goes over to Valley.
Got by number 2. Toss to number 4. Back to number 2. And a really close, but no good shot.
Biondi over Carini over to Biondi for the Cougars. And that looks like
snatched by number 1.
double dribble called on number 14 and Biondi.
Number 2, Addie Marquise. Tosses it to number 4, Elena Crosby.
Stolen again by HK. Phelps to Biondi. Over to Wills. Over to Phelps. Back to Carini. Over to Bodak. Over to Biondi. And back to Carini. Over to Wills. To Phelps. Back to Wills. She takes a shot, and it's good.
So the score right now is at 4-0. HK is winning.
Elena Crosby has the ball.
Yes. Tosses it to number 11, Elena Crosby. And toss to number 2. Back to number 11, and she shoots, but misses.
Back over to HK. Bodak had the ball. Looks like there was a foul called on Valley.
So number 10, Belcarini, and Anna Biondi.
That foul looks like it was called on number 11, Addie Marchese, the first foul of the game. Biondi has the ball, driving it forward over to Carini. Carini takes a shot. It's no good. Over to Valley.
Toss to number 1. That's Cunningham.
Looks like a foul called on HK. On number 10, Belcarini.
Ball given to Marquise, who tosses it to number 20. That's Reagan Renneman, and shoots and scores for Valley. So the score is now 4-2.
Biondi over to Carini. Carini drives it down the center, makes a shot. And that's another foul called on HK. Again on number 10, Belcarini.
Number 2, Addie Marquise.
Gets 2 foul shots.
She gets the first one, giving Valley 3 points.
1 point.
Yes, 1 point. Their total of points goes up to 3. And Marquise getting ready to shoot again. Does a little trick with the ball and gets the second shot.
All right. Biondi's got the ball. Over to Yasmer. Goes out on HK. It is a red ball.
Number 2, Addie Marquise. Toss it to number 1. And to number 23, who tosses it back and forth. Now it's at 2, 1. Really quick moves by Valley today. Shoots but misses.
An attempted three-pointer blocked by HK, but went out on Valley at an attempt to save the ball from going out. Biondi has the ball for HK. Attempted pass to Retberg. Goes out on HK. Ooh, goes out on Valley, sorry. Back to Belcarini. Attempted pass to Yasmer, and it goes out on Valley again, actually. Carini looking for a pass. Attempts to pass it to Retberg. She misses the pass. Falls down, and it looks like that's another foul for Valley on number 23. Carini looking for a pass. Over to Bodak, but it was not a good pass.
Number 4, Elena Crosby takes it. Pass to Cunningham. To number 3 and to 2. Addie Marquise shoots but misses the score. Takes the ball back. Marquise tries to run but drops the ball halfway.
Very weird situation not happening there.
Yes.
Retberg has the ball for HK. Attempts a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Retberg again, and it's no good. Back to Valley.
Number 1, Cunningham. Pass to 23, and back to Cunningham. Or back to Marquise, my bad. Number 23 tries to take the ball, but it's snatched by HK.
Yep, Kaylee Bodak takes the ball over to Biondi, back to Carini. Over to Retberg. Over to Carini. Interesting play there behind the back. Over to Bodak. To Retberg. And another foul called on Valley. Looks like that was a foul on number 4 for Valley. Biondi takes a shot, and it's good for 2 points, sorry.
Valley takes the ball. Given to number 11, Elena Crosby. Bitsy Klein.
And that's out on Valley. Just a hair over the line. All right.
One hair
A single
over
hair.
the line.
Biondi chucks it down the court to Bodak, and she makes the shot.
And the crowd tonight, very crazy, very loud, but in support of their team. My ears do hurt, but that's okay.
A timeout was called, not sure by which team. So far, a very, very close game for both teams. And a very loud crowd.
And today, it seems like defense is the biggest thing because a lot of ambitious players trying to score but failing.
A little bit harsh.
And the beeper made a beep. So it looks
Looks like we're going to be coming back.
both teams
HK's
are
down
coming
with
back.
their huddle, going back on the court.
And another beep.
And it's going to be a white ball. Sorry, nope, red ball.
Tossed by number 4, Laner Crosby, to number 2, then to 1, Cunningham.
And the ball is intercepted. That's a football term by Belcarini.
That was a big oof there. That was really close.
It really was. Went from Jasper to Carini. Oop, over to Bodak. She tries a shot. It's no
And
good.
snatched by Valley, number 2. And tossed by number 1. Tried to score, but did not.
Back over to Carini for HK. HK is trying a lot of steals tonight. Really trying to just rip that ball out of their hands, metaphorically and physically as well. Biondi takes a shot. It's no good. Back over to Valley. Number 2 to number 1.
Tosses, almost makes the shot. One of them actually just fell over.
That was a little bit of a confusing play there, but that was out on HK. It bounced off of number 13, Peyton Yasmer's foot. So now it is Valley's ball.
Number 11, Bitsy Clark, tosses the ball. Tossed in the air. Don't know what just happened. Tossed to number 2. She scoots and misses. Shoots and misses, and now they're running.
That was a taken by Bodak, back to Carini. Carini figuring out what to do in those last 9 seconds. Attempted shot by Bodak. Still has the ball. Carini tosses it at the buzzer, and it's no good.
The beeper has beeped, signaling that the first quarter has ended. The teams are now huddling back together.
So far, 2 fouls by HK, 3 by Valley.
And the score right
Second
now,
quarter is looking to be very interesting.
10-4. Very exciting, very fast-paced game. And the cheerleaders are doing
A cheer.
something amazing.
And you can't see it or hear it, so I'm sorry, you're missing out. But you are seeing the HK's team huddle looking very intense, but also very excited and happy and hopeful for the future of this game. But, you know,
And the
that's just
beeper
what
has
I'm seeing.
beeped.
All right, looks like our teams are going to be taking the court.
Both teams are ready to get back out for the second quarter.
And there goes that next beep. Looks like it's going to be a Valley ball starting with the second quarter.
Tossed by number 11, Bitsy Klump. And hits some members of the Cougar Den in the face. Big oof right there for those members of the crowd. Maybe they should not have been that close. Toss to number 20, toss to number 11, and to number 2, Addie Marquise. Toss to Cunningham, and number 11 to 4. Elena Crosby from Valley shoots and scores, bringing the score up to 10-7.
All right, Bodak has the ball for HK.
Looks like
Some
she
insane defense by Valley.
just got whacked.
I
Toss
would
to
describe
Valley,
that
number
as
11.
more of a chuck than anything.
Yeah. Number 2, Addie Marquise has the ball. Toss to
And Joe and I are just having a good time.
number 11. Yes, we are. And number 4, Elena Crosby gets the ball but falls.
That was a foul on HK. Number 10, Belcarini's third foul of the game, only in the second quarter.
Number 11, Bitsy Klump, tosses to number 20. And to 11. Shoots, but doesn't make it, and it wouldn't have been made anyway because the whistle whistled. And the beep beeped.
And that would be what's called as a travel, which
Yeah,
is a
that's-
technical term.
That's what I meant.
All right. Creedy's back in the game. Biondi over back to Carini. Drives it over to Phelps. Phelps attempts a shot, and it's blocked by Valley, but there is a foul called on Valley. So the ball goes to HK. Over to Biondi. Attempts a shot, and it's no good. Back to Biondi. Over to Carini. Back to Biondi. Back to Carini. Over to Bodak. Attempts a shot, and it's good.
And the beep beeped. And it looks like...
It's going to be another HK ball. I believe something went out of bounds.
Something happened, and now HK has the ball.
That's Bodak over to Wills. Back to Bodak. Shoots and misses. Back to Valley. Number 2 has the ball. Passes it to Cunningham. She makes a shot.
Yeah.
All right, Carini over to Biondi. Back and forth between the two. Over to Wills. Over to Phelps. Attempts a shot. It's no good.
Looks like number 20 swatted it out of her hands. Tosses it to number 2. Then to 4, Elena Crosby.
Back to 2.
Who's Addie Marquise. And number 1.
Attempts a shot. It's no
Cunningham.
good. Oop.
She attempts
Looks
a
like
shot. She also just flopped on the ground.
That was a held ball, which is going to Valley. Sorry, took me a second.
And Valley number 2, Addie Marquise, has the ball and tosses it to number 4, Elena Crosby, who shoots and misses.
Another held ball, but
And another
taken
one.
over by Valley.
20, that is Reagan Brenneman, shoots and misses.
It's going to be another Valley ball.
Tossed by player 4, Elena Crosby, to number 1 now.
Cunningham.
Back to 2, back to 1, to 12. And it looks like number 5 from HK blocks that score. A lot of penalties in today's game. Don't know what that means, but it seems important to me.
Very aggressive teams, I believe, is what that means, Joe. All right, Bodak
Yeah.
has the ball, driving forward.
2 people
Knocks
just
over
fell
2
over.
Valley people on her way to the net, and a foul is called on Valley. Bodak gets 2 shots. That foul was called on number 2,
Addie
Marquise
Marquise.
from Valley. Bodak gets ready for her first shot. And it was good.
A close one, but she did do it.
In fact, she did. All right, Bodak setting up for her second shot. And it's good. As some might say, nothing but net. Number 2 has the ball for Valley. Over to 23, back to 2, over to
And 10 and 2 tosses it to number 4. Almost got swatted away, but it did not. Marquise has the ball right now, tosses it to 23, who shoots and misses.
Bodak takes the ball. Favlora for HK has the ball. To Biondi to Wills. Wills takes the shot, and it's no good.
Number 4 from Valley takes it and shoots and falls halfway through the shot.
Yep.
And now the basketball is just rolling away because it doesn't look like anyone wants to claim it.
And there goes the ref to claim it. All right, it looks like that was a foul called on number 33, Tessa Wills for HK.
Which means number 4, Elena Crosby,
Gets 2 shots. her first shot is good.
Yes, which brings their score up to 10.
Yes, it does.
And number 4 has a second shot. Crosby getting ready to shoot. Shoots and misses the shot.
And it's taken by number 2, Favlora, over to Carini, over to Biondi, takes the shot. No good.
And it looks like a member
Rebounded
of
by
our
HK's
crowd walked
Kaylee
by
Bodak.
but did not realize that they had their flashlight on their phone on and blinded some players.
All right, we've got an HK ball. Carini has
Very
the ball.
aggressive.
Over to Favlora.
Oof. Number 10 takes that ball, pass to number 2, pass to number 23. Number 23 shoots and falls once again.
All right, back to HK. Carini going down the court. Bodak has the ball, attempts a shot. It's
Snatched
no
by
good.
number 12, who falls. Given to number 2, Marquise.
Players are falling left and right in this game.
I don't know if maybe they just clean the floor. It just seems. Number
Maybe.
4 takes a shot, misses. I don't usually slip this much on the gym floor, so maybe it was just cleaned.
Perhaps. All right. Favlora over to Biondi. Back to Favlora, attempted, but goes right over her fingertips. Held ball.
I do not know what just happened.
It goes to Valley, I believe.
Number 23 to take this shot.
Nope. She just has the ball.
That's
and there was a
what I meant.
timeout called.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure which team.
On one of them.
Must have been.
So we're looking at HK right now, doing talking about some basketball.
I would hope so. And there's a ref looking
He looks
ready.
like really important and ready to
And
do
now
his job.
we're on Valley.
In a almost like a perfect circled huddle. That is a very cool shape to see from above.
All right. Teams are taking the court again,
They disperse.
and it is going to be a Valley ball.
Number 23, who passes it to number 2, which is Marquise. Pass to Crosby, back to Marquise. Passes to 4. Looks like Elena Crosby and Addie Marquise are really tossing to each other this game. Pass to number 10, who
Was traveling.
almost does something, but doesn't.
She was traveling.
That's what I said.
All right, HK ball. Biondi has the ball.
Number 12 on defense.
Over to Sosnowski. Over to Yasmer. Back to Sosnowski. Falls out of her hands there.
I
It's
wouldn't
gonna go to
even say
Valley.
falls out of hands. I would say it lifted and flew out of her
It flew.
hands. That did not look
Just didn't want to be there.
earthly to me.
All right, number 4 over to number 23.
Almost tosses. 2 players fall once again. This is a historic day in the number of players falling on the court.
I don't know if that's true,
I
but that
think
was
it
a
is.
foul on
Penalty
number 24,
now.
Ella McGlynn
Number
for
t-
HK.
Number 23 gets a chance to give her team another point, and she shoots and misses. One more chance for her. HK's coach is yelling, don't know about what. 23 shoots again and makes the second shot, bringing their score up to 11.
Carini's looking for someone to pass to. Tosses it about half court. Biondi attempts a shot.
That
but a
was
foul is called on Valley.
unhuman-like. The
Agility.
Yeah.
of both teams. They're
don't
both
know.
very good at jumping.
I
All
don't
right,
know how people move like this.
Carini over to Yasmer. Over to
It
McGlynn.
falls again. This is
Ooh,
historic to
Sosnowski
me.
has the ball.
Wow. And the whistle has whistled, signaling that something happened.
And that's going to be another foul on Valley.
Player number 4, it looks like, is the foul is against.
Yep. It's her second foul of the game. All right. Carini has the ball. Over to Retberg. Back to Carini. Attempts a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Elle McGlynn, and it's in.
And a big reaction from HK's Den today.
All right. There was another foul called. 24 Elle McGlynn gets another shot since that last shot did count for HK.
With 2 minutes and 42 seconds in the second quarter, we're going to have to see if this game takes a turn.
That was a foul called on number 2 for Valley. Addie Marquise.
Yes, Addie Marquise.
All right, speaking of her, she has the ball right now. Over to Cunningham, and it back over to HK. Biondi
Wow,
has the
someone
ball.
falls again.
Over to Sosnowski. To McGlynn.
And it
Attempts a
looks
shot, no good, taken by
now
Biondi.
People
Over to
just
Favalora.
seem to be swatting the air and not the ball.
Over to Yasmer, back to Biondi. She makes the shot.
Number 1 for Valley has the ball. Toss to number 2. Toss to number 1. And shoots and misses the shot.
McGlynn has the ball for HK.
Very dramatic scene that we just encountered right there.
It's going to be an HK ball. Sosnowski calls break. Looking for a shot. Goes about half court. Favalora takes a shot. No good. Biondi rebounds. And there is another foul called on Valley. Senior Anna Biondi gets 2 shots. And that was a foul called on number 2. I believe that is Marquise again. Her 3rd foul of the game.
Yes, it is.
Her first shot is no good. And her second shot, also no good. Goes over to Valley's Cunningham. 11 has the ball.
11 has the ball. She does some movement with that. And toss to number 10. Number 10 shoots and misses. That was Bitsy Klump. And one of them did just shoot and make it, bringing their score to 13.
All right. That was Favalora over to Sosnowski, back to Biondi. Attempts a shot, and it goes right into the hands of Valley with number 11.
Has the ball. Number 1, Cunningham, does something with the ball.
And that's out on Valley. It's going to be going to HK. Sosnowski over to Biondi. Biondi to Carini. Back to Sosnowski, over to Bodak. Back to Carini. Back to Bodak. Back to Biondi, over to Sosnowski. Attempts a shot. No good. Over to 23 for Valley. Over to number 11. 11
1
attempts
tries
to pass to
catch
Cunningham.
the ball, but does not catch the ball.
Actually goes into the hands of Audra Yasmer on HK's team. However, she's on the bench and cannot play the ball.
Wow. So I really almost thought that something happened. That was a really good one. Thank you for that, Devin.
You're so welcome. All right, Biondi has the ball over to Sosnowski, over to Yasmer.
43 seconds left in this quarter.
And that will be another foul for Valley.
Which is on a player that I don't know because it did not show up.
It will in a moment, Joe. Patience is a virtue. However, number 13, Peyton Yasmer, gets, I believe, one shot.
And that foul was on player 10, who that was her first foul of the game. Pass to number 20 for Valley to number 4. And toss to 23. Number 10 tries to yeet that ball into the hoop, but misses. 4, pass to 10. Back to 4, Crosby. Cunningham has the ball, tosses it to 23, who shoots and misses.
All right, Bodak has the ball for Wills has the ball for HK. Countdown going on. Sosnowski attempts a buzzer beater. It's no good. But that means we are done with the first half of this game.
Wow, yeah, the buzzer has buzzed, ending the second quarter. This is wild, revolutionary, and historic game for the amount of people falling. And now we're going to head over to some
Valley Shore Community Television.
Yeah, so thanks for watching this first half, and we'll see you in the second half.
I think it's very important that we look back at our roots. The Southworth family had their hand in most of the early organization of this town.
The house is one of 2 stone houses in the main village of Deep River.
The granite that's here was part of the granite industry that is no longer. You don't see very many houses here in Deep River made of granite because it was an export that we had.
So it's kind of significant just because it's a big stone house.
What we know about the Southworth family is that Job Southworth fought in the Revolutionary War, came home from the war, and started his business building ships at the Deep River Landing. Ezra built this house for his bride, we think about 1842.
We don't have exact documentation, but since Ezra married in 1840, he acquired the property in 1841, we think 1842 is a decent date.
They had 3 children. The little girl was probably stillborn. Ezra was born next. Ezra Job Bernie Southworth. And his brother, Asa, only lived to about 9 years old. His dad died early in 1850s, and he inherited quite a lot of property and business. Dad had been part of the Silliman Inkwell factory up in Chester, was part of a couple of businesses in town, mostly silent partners as well. They were part of a shipbuilding business down at the landing still, sponsoring ships. Bernie married in 1882 to Fanny Shortland out of Brooklyn. They too were a shipping family. They had 1 child, Ada, who sits behind me here, who lived to adulthood. She married Charles Munson, also in shipping, his family. They had 1 child who died in infancy as well.
I think that the board of directors and the volunteers here have taken a great pride in keeping the dining room and the parlor and the marine room and the interior of the house to look like it might have looked when the Southworths lived here.
The house went through a lot of stages, and it's kind of interesting just because it had a flat roof. Soon after, they put a gable on it. And then in the 1880s, along with Bernie's marriage, he adopted the style of that era, which was Queen Anne. The L here was added. Even the L went through changes. Part of it was a porch that got enclosed and became part of a big dining room. They changed the 2 rooms on each side in the stone house into one large room with a little decorative feature that was also Victorian in nature. Added bedrooms upstairs in the L and also changed the rooms up there as well.
Ezra Joe Bernie Southworth, known as Bernie, had written in his will that he thought that if his daughter did not live to maturity, that this house should become part of a museum for the Southworth family. But Ada did live to adulthood but had no children to pass this place on to. And on her death, she signed this property over to the Deep River Historical Society for historic purposes. And we're very happy to tell the story of the Southworth family here and the story of Deep River and how it relates to the rest of the United States.
And number one, when the new people came in, they came into the house and did everything they could to make it sort of stable. But when we came in as a group, we decided, well, let's bring it back to what it looked like when it was Victorian. Make it be like the dining room that Ada might have had when she invited her friends over for tea. Likewise in the parlor, red was chosen. It highlights the gold in the paintings, the pianos, the keyboards. That tells the story of the ivory in Pratt Reed and Company. The furniture in there, the horsehair furniture, was from the family. And of course, in those days, you wouldn't be watching television, you'd be listening to the stories, or you'd be listening to the person playing on the keyboards.
It's kind of replicated of what must have been a decent family property back in the 1800s.
The shipbuilding industry was another huge part of Deep River's history, and their ship captains as well. Eunice Post married Ezra Southworth in 1840, but it was her family that was involved in shipping and sea captains, and so we tell the story of Deep River's sea captains, the men who went to sea. The Munson room upstairs was created, I think, in the 1950s. You know, when the addition was put on in 1882 to accommodate what Fanny and Ezra thought would be their large family that didn't come to fruition, they put 3 rooms up there, 3 bedrooms. After 1950, someone took those walls down and created a great meeting space up there. And for us, it's been fortunate as we are able to tell the story of the Deep River, how Deep River got its name, and we have wonderful examples of the products that were made by Deep River's industry here. The beautiful glass, the cut glass of the Nylon Glass Factory, the lace from the Lace Factory, and of course the ivory pieces from the Pratt Reed Factory.
And we have on the property part of the bleach houses that were located behind the piano factory. So we have a remnant here, and it's the only one in the United States. So that's pretty significant.
So I think that it really looks at Deep River in a time that none of us remember anymore, and gives us some insight into what life was like.
And we are back. We have about 2 minutes left of halftime. Our HK girls just warming back up.
Yep.
Looks like they had a pretty nice talk with their coaches during halftime. I wonder what they are going to bring out in the next half.
And during halftime, we were introduced to the youth girls basketball teams from the middle school, and I think maybe another youth one. Super nice, super awesome, because they are the future of HK high schools. basketball program. Like, wow.
And Valley also has young people.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right. Girls are warming up. Got about a minute. Random bystander just tossing a ball in there.
That random bystander actually is a contestant of Mr. HK, which will be at tomorrow night at 7 in the HKHS Auditorium. Please show up, $5 admission, and it supports HKTV's field trip to STN. So why not? It's awesome.
But this is not HKTV. This is via CTV. All right.
But
Looks like
we're important too.
we are. Okay, anyway, we are coming back. About 30 seconds left. Teams are huddling up, and let's see what they've got in this second half. HK has a lead of 5 points. So let's see if they can keep that lead or if Valley's going to creep up behind them and take it.
That'd be nifty, wouldn't it?
That would be nifty. Also, if anyone was wondering, I do have another cough drop.
Just in case you were wondering, she wanted to up it.
All right.
Oh, that's what that smell is too. It smells like a cough drop. I thought it was like some
It's lemon honey.
some lotion or essential oils.
It
but
does kind
it's
of smell
not.
like essential oils.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
All right.
my illnesses are being cured right now
You're welcome.
by the aroma.
All right. Cunningham has the ball for Valley
Yes,
after
she
cough drop
does.
talk.
Number 2, toss to number 4, back to number 2. Anna Biondi is on defense for HK. 2 still has the ball, tosses it to number 4, who
If you think about
tossed to
it, they're
number
all on
23.
defense.
Yeah. She's bouncing it around, and number 20 gets the ball, shoots, and scores, which brings Valley's score up to 15 against HK's 18.
All right. Biondi tosses it over to Carini, over to Wills. Tosses it over the heads of the girls playing defense against her to herself. Carini takes a shot, and it's no good.
Oh my God, more falling.
Phelps has the
We're
ball.
not done with the falling.
Back to Carini.
Number 1 has the ball, does a little dribble, and does a tossy toss to number 2, who tosses it to number one of them over there. And back to HK.
Valley's catching up pretty quickly. All right, Wills has the ball, or she momentarily had it.
Number 1 toss to number 4.
Carini has the ball now for HK. Attempts a shot, it's no good, but there is a foul called on Valley.
And it looks like the score is creeping up closer, with Valley having 17 now against 18. Big oof for both teams.
Carini takes her shot.
And a
it's
member
no
of the
good.
crowd, their phone is also going off. So this is a good reminder to shut your phone off during things like this, because I heard it and I don't know why I needed to.
All right. Well, thank you, Joe. Carini's
You're
taking her
welcome.
next shot. And it's also no good. Bodak has the ball. Over to Wills.
Oh my God.
Looks like a held ball.
Number
Possession
4
goes
coming.
over to HK.
Yep.
Yasmer has the ball for HK, takes the shot, and it's good. All right, number 2 has the ball for Valley. Still has the ball. Takes the shot, and it's good. All right, Biondi over to Carini. To Bodak. Attempts a shot, and it's good. She was under a lot of pressure for that shot, so good job, Bodak. All right, Cunningham had the ball for HK, goes out on Valley. I mean, sorry, she had the ball for Valley. It was out on Valley, and now HK has the ball.
That's right.
Just to
Thank you
backtrack
for
what I
that.
said earlier. All right, Carini has the ball. Bodak over to Wills. Over to Biondi, over to Carini. Pass it to the center for Wills.
Number 33.
Possession goes over to Cunningham.
HK Wills just had 2 players on her back trying to snatch the ball, and they couldn't. So that is pretty great.
But they
Like,
ended with the
wow.
ball anyway. All right, number 2 has the ball. Over to 23.
2,
two.
1, 2, and 2 dribbles, and does a toss to number 4, who does another toss to. Wow, a score done by number 1.
That is Cunningham.
Yeah.
All right. Biondi has the ball. Over to Wills. Over to Yasmer. Over to Carini. Attempts a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Anna Biondi, and it's good.
2 toss to 1, toss to 4 on Valley. 4 takes a shot and scores.
And Biondi's dribbling once more.
That is what is done in basketball. A lot of
It
dribbling.
really is, as I'm learning. All right, Yasmer has the ball. Over to Wills. Over to Bodak. To Carini. Yasmer. Attempts a shot.
Valley takes the ball. Number 1 is in possession, pass to number 4, who tries to shoot, but then does not make it at all.
Nope. That was a pass from Bodak to Wills. Over to Carini. Over to Biondi.
Number 1 is on defense for Valley.
They're all on defense if you think about it. All right, Carini has the ball. Takes a shot. No good. Wills has the ball. Back to Carini. And it's also no good. Biondi has the ball.
A lot of yelling.
Over to Wills. Takes a shot, and it's good. Very loud crowd tonight. All right, number 2 has the ball. Fakes out Biondi.
Tosses to number 20, who does a little dribbly dribble.
Over to
Toss
Cunningham.
And then,
And the ball is taken by HK's Carini. She takes a shot, and it's good. And there is a timeout called.
HK's lead is boosted once again up to 29, and Valley has 23, so they're still close.
Yep. I concur. As all of us can also see the scoreboard.
But I think that the commentary is always good and always needed, especially from me.
All right. Guess we're going to have to agree to disagree on that one. All right. The ref's looking semi-impatient at the moment.
Yeah, he's
All
mad.
right. Ready to get back to work? They are. That wasn't a good sentence. I'm sorry. They're ready to get back to work is what I was trying to say. All right. HK's back on the court.
And Valley is trickling out onto the court as we speak.
All right. Cunningham is starting with the ball for Valley.
Toss to number.
4.
Didn't see that. And then 1 to
2,
number.
sorry.
That was 2. Back to number 1. 23 has the ball. Does a dribble and pass to number 1, who passes to number 2, who passes to number 4.
Some fast passing.
That is a strategic pass.
Yep. 2's waiting
Routine.
with the ball.
And then gives it to number 4, who gives it back to number 2, who takes the shot and misses.
All right. Bodak has the ball for HK. Over to Biondi. Just running down the court. Over to Sosnowski. Back to Bodak. Over to Favalora. Takes a shot. It's no
Almost
good.
gets
Goes
it.
right
Number
into the hands of
4
Valley.
On Valley, pass to number 2, who I don't know what she just did. I think she tried to jump up and then spin around and then get it into the basket.
But Sosnowski was right there
yeah, in
waiting
the process, she knocked over someone. So
for her. They knocked over each other, you know.
It was a team effort. Number 2.
Don't remember if that's kinetic or potential force, but it's one of them.
I don't know
All
what you
right,
just
number
said.
2 takes her first shot, and it's good.
Makes the shot, bringing their score up to 24. She has one more chance to get another point.
That is true.
Yes, it is. I know. 2 has the ball. She does a little step
And does a
then
little twist.
spin. Wow. And tosses it and does not make the second shot.
Sosnowski has the ball. And there's a foul called on Valley.
Well, that
I
didn't
believe.
last long, did it? Wow.
That was okay. And that was number 2, 4th foul of the game.
Everybody's kind of just standing around right now, just waiting for
For
something
a pass. I would assume. All right, Sosnowski has the ball. Over to Bodak, over to Biondi. Attempts to pass to Sosnowski, but it goes right over her hand. But it stays an HK ball.
Everyone's kind of huddled
Perini
around.
looking for a pass.
Leaving, actually, number 4 on HK was completely open.
And Bodak gets another shot.
Number
in there.
1 on Valley has the ball now. She doesn't do anything successful.
And the ball's back to HK that was out on Valley. All right, Carini throws it to Biondi. Back to Carini, over to Bodak. Over to Sosnowski, over to Biondi. In the center to Bodak, takes the shot, and it's good.
This game, to me, is very groundbreaking, literally, because the audience is stomping on the ground.
They really are. All right, number 1 passes to 23. To 4 in the center, attempts a shot. It's no good, but there's a foul called on HK.
And in the meantime, I think that joke I just made was really good, and it doesn't seem like Devin really appreciated
enjoyed it.
Okay, good. Number 4 on Valley with the thing, and then she tosses it and misses.
And if you're wondering, that foul was called on number 24, junior Elle McGlynn.
Which is exactly what I said. Number 4 has another chance once again. She does a toss, and she makes it, bringing Valley's score up to 25.
All right, Sosnowski over to Carini. Leads Biondi down the court. Over to Sosnowski again. Takes a shot. Oh, it
Very
was close, but not good. McGlynn attempts the shot.
A lot of
blocked by
people
Valley.
just fell on the ground.
Number 4 has the
Number
ball for
4.
Valley.
Toss to number 1. Okay.
All right. Looks like that was a foul on HK's Kaylee Bodak.
Number 4 in Valley just tossed to a number, and then number
20.
2 actually, oh, that was 4. Shot and missed. HK's number 24 did, in fact, just fall on the ground.
But it is still a Valley ball.
Yeah.
So
And number 4 on Valley once again tosses to number 23, who doesn't
Goes
do anything.
right into the hands of Sosnowski.
Yeah.
Over to Biondi. Over to Favalora.
A big oof there. Once again, wow, a lot of players just fell on the ground. I do not know if there's some special treatment on this gym floor that's making everybody flop, but yeah, it's happening.
That's the best way to put it. Flop.
So
All right.
number 1 yeets the ball to number 23. Back to number 1.
Biondi attempts to slap that ball out of their hands, and it's no good. McGlynn has the ball for HK, steals it from Valley. Favalora dribbles down the court. Over to Biondi. Over
Number
to
1 on defense
Sosnowski.
for Valley.
Over to Biondi. Attempts a shot. It's no
Misses.
good. Rebounds taken by Bodak.
Looked like,
Looks like she was slightly pushed out of
yeah,
bounds.
she was really just trying to vibe, and she couldn't because,
She really just couldn't vibe.
yeah.
The
Number
vibe
4,
was taken from her,
It
and now
was.
Valley has the ball.
Number 4 toss to number 12. Who
They take a
shoots
shot,
and
no good.
don't know what just happened. I don't know.
I believe what just happened is that the third quarter is over.
That is, in fact, correct. And the cheerleaders are out now
on the
do
court. A small cheer, I
a
believe.
cheer.
As that's what they do. Enthusiastic crowd chanting along with the HK
And the people
cheerleaders.
that was really good. I remember at one point the cheerleaders got up and they did a jump, and that was it. And now they're really,
They're stepping up their chanting game.
I wish I was as dedicated as they are. Again, I'm not. So.
And back to basketball. After that cheerleading interlude.
I feel like we've had this conversation before. Probably
we
because we have.
All right, Carini over to Wills. Attempts a shot, and it's good. Despite the fact that she almost tripped.
Number 12 on Valley passes to 11. 11 passes to 1. Pass to 20, and 20 shoots and scores for Valley, bringing their score up to 27 against HK's 35.
That was a foul on player 15.
That
Haley
is correct.
Phelps.
And now number 20 does a little shoot, and she makes it.
And that was her one shot.
Yeah, it was.
Carini over to Biondi. Ooh, Biondi calls a play. Over to Wills. Over to Phelps. Over to Carini. Over to Bodak. To Wills.
Number 4 on Valley actually just tried to snatch that ball, but failed somehow. I don't know. It was interesting to watch. And now the ball didn't look like it was touched by anyone. It levitated and got out of the court and then rolled away.
So it's going to be a white ball. Phelps has the ball, attempts a shot, and it's no good. Something was called.
I don't know what those hand signals mean.
But there was a foul called on number 12 for Valley, so.
And yeah, that's Valley's number 12 on Valley's first foul.
All right. Biondi had the ball, passed it to Wills. It got intercepted. Oop! Biondi takes the ball back.
Wow. Very, very loud.
Attempts a shot, completely denied by Valley, but there was a foul called.
Some poor people just came in, and I don't know if you can see this on one of the camera angles, but there is some string for HK School Colors when you walk in, and some poor people just walk into it not knowing what they were walking into.
All right, Bodak over to Wills.
I guess.
Bodak attempts a shot. It's no good.
I guess story time was over for me. Number 10 on Valley has the ball, pass to number 1, who passes to number 11, to number 4, who shoots and scores, bringing Valley up to 30 points.
All right, Biondi has the ball. Over to Wills. Over to Bodak.
And the ball rolls away.
Ball goes over to Valley. All right, 11 passes to number 1.
Number 11 has the ball.
Ooh, far pass over to 20.
To number 1, to number
10.
I don't know, and then
back to 12.
wow, really
10.
fast. I cannot keep track.
I'm just gonna keep saying numbers.
And
All right,
someone
Cunningham makes a shot.
Got a score, bringing their
All right.
Valley's amount of
Redberg has
points
the ball.
up to 32 now.
Bodak over to Biondi. Takes a shot right under the net. It's no good, and it's also going to be a Valley ball.
So that's a foul on player 12. Oh wait, I don't think
That
that's
was a
right.
while ago, Joe. All right, 11
My
has the ball.
bad. I don't know why it's still up.
All right, 1 over back to 11. Back to 1.
Oh, and it's
Sort of an underhand
number
toss
11
over to
now.
20.
Number 11
attempts
tosses.
a shot.
Misses. I am speaking right now, not you. And HK has the ball.
All right, Biondi has the ball. Sorry, we're losing our mojo a little bit today. All right, Redberg over to Carini. Back to Biondi. Back to Carini. Attempts a shot. No good. Over to Valley. 1 passes to 11.
And 11 has the ball now. She chucks it to number 4, who fails to catch it, and now the ball is running away from the court. And I can't hear myself think because the crowd is so loud.
All right. Carini over to Biondi. A side note, that ball almost hit a girl that has crutches. All right. McLean over to Bodak. I'm so sorry about that. All right, number 4 has the ball for Valley.
Very close game. We have now 35-34. HK still in the lead, but not anymore because Valley just got a what's it called? A basket.
2-pointer.
So it brings them up to 36. They're in the lead now by 1 point with
All right.
4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Oh my
Makes
God.
a shot.
Very loud. Like, ouch.
And that's going to be a timeout called by HK.
We just experienced groundbreaking activity from both teams. Valley was in the lead for about 30 seconds, if that.
That did happen.
And then not anymore. So that's that.
Belcarini just came out and got that those 2 points back. Also, another side note, the Valley team also ended up bringing their own little fan club today.
Yeah, and they're
not little.
also,
there are a lot of them.
And they're not little either. They're good sized, good aged
They're proportionate people. So we've got a little bit of a fan club rivalry brewing.
Not really,
over in
but
the
okay.
bleachers.
I mean, like, they're not really rivaling, but
I see a lot of stares being exchanged.
okay.
Which that's an empty chair.
Then
And
that's enough of that.
all right. Valley again in a very, very formal, like, half circle,
Yeah.
almost perfect half circle.
And a member of the HK Den I don't know if it was an accident, but they rolled into the court. Don't know why, don't know how, but it happened.
All right, our teams are taking the court once more, and I believe it's going to be a Valley ball.
This is a very,
Game.
very, very important moment because the teams are so close with 4 minutes left. 11 has the ball for Valley, toss to number 1, who tosses it a long way to number 20 to pass to number 11. Number 11 does a little something. And
Stolen by
wow.
number 14, Anna Biondi.
Big oof.
A
Oh.
shot is attempted by...
We have diving. This just turned into swimming. We did a dive.
All right,
Unfortunately,
the
it was
shot was-
not water that we landed on. It was gym floor.
That is correct.
Big cheers coming from the HK Den.
Carini gets 2 shots. That was a foul called on number 11.
That was... I mean, like,
There
yeah.
was an intense yell from the
Which
Valley
HK
crowd.
does that too, so no response to that to be had by me.
I believe it would be referred to as a strat. Also, I would like to apologize to anyone who is hearing us get significantly louder out of nowhere. The
'Cause
fan
we
clubs
can't
are
hear
really
ourselves.
roaring tonight. All right, McGlynn has the ball over to Biondi. Back to McGlynn.
What?
Attempts
In
a
no
shot,
way.
and there's a
In no
foul
way.
called.
I don't understand what just happened, but it does not seem fair to me, but it's just my personal opinion.
His personal, unbiased, and also not quite sure how basketball is played opinion. All right, that was
Okay,
another
that was kind of
call
rude
on
to me,
HK.
but I don't take offense
sorry.
to it.
I don't want to assume, but also I know you personally, and I know that for a fact you don't know basketball very
I do,
well.
actually.
All right, there was an attempted shot by Valley, went behind the net,
That is not where the net is, in fact.
but there was a foul called on HK, so
Yeah.
now Valley has the ball again. Still.
And toss to number 4, who takes a shot and does not make that shot.
Taken by number 14, Anna Biondi for HK. Over to Carini in the center to Bodak. And she takes a shot, and it's good.
An eruption of applause to be had by
Very
the Cougar
much.
Den.
As well as just everyone. All right,
Number 10, number 2. Is that 2? That's 12. Nope, that's 2. Pass to number 4, back to 2, back to 10, and then to 2. And then she just, I
4.
don't know, this is moving too fast.
Just want to point out their uniforms are dark red on black. It is difficult to read, and we are sorry. All right. Number 1 attempts a shot. It's no good. Bodak takes it for HK. Over to Carini. Over to Biondi. Over to Cisnowski,
Number 2
but it's not good.
snatches the ball and almost hits one of our camera crew. The camera is held by Kevin. We almost just lost the camera, everybody, but we didn't. We
The
didn't.
good news is that everyone's okay, and
Not the
Valley
camera's
gets
feelings,
to take 2
though.
foul shots.
Yeah. Okay. Anywho, number 2 has the ball. Does
And
a little
that foul was
lucky
called on.
thing, and then does a shoot and does not make the shoot,
And that foul was called on number 4.
which has
Cisnowski for
2 fouls in the game.
All right.
Does another shot and makes it, which brings their score up to 37 against HK's 40. Wow. I don't know.
And that's going to be a white ball,
Yeah.
I believe, for the apparent.
This game is a bit too much for me to handle. But
Okay.
that's okay.
It looked like there was a little bit of a push or a polite shove, if you will, of a player. And now Biondi has the ball over to Favalora. And she takes a shot, and it's good.
Wow. Very loud.
Insane enthusiasm from our crowd tonight. Biondi has the ball again. Over to Favalora. In the center to Bodak. She takes a shot. It's no good. She
But
gets
she
the
gets the ball
rebound.
back. Fails
Attempts
again.
another shot. McGlynn has the ball, takes the shot, and it's also no good. Rebounded again by Favalora. Rebounded again by Bodak. And then taken by Valley.
So much
There's
just
a foul
happened.
called on Valley. So,
oof.
freshman Kaylee Bodak gets 2 shots. And that foul is called on number 1, Cunningham for Valley. Just covering all my bases. And Bodak takes a shot, and it is no good. And that was a timeout called on Valley. I called the North Branford game once, and now I can't stop saying North Branford.
Yeah, that is.
Shout out to North
not,
Branford.
In fact, North Branford, I don't like. That's just, they're not really that close to each other either.
I'm sorry.
It's not okay.
My mistake.
And the cheerleaders doing a little chant for us now.
You can see them a little bit underneath the scoreboard on your screen.
And not anymore, though, because the camera did move over. So, I mean, at least you saw them for a little bit, you know?
All right.
All right.
I'm honestly kind of impressed with the shapes that our teams are making when they go into huddles,
I know,
because
this
they're
is
almost perfect semicircles.
Almost, except for there's one girl that's just standing outside of the circle. And
That's true. Ooh, there's a shot of the Cougar Den.
Look at them
They
supporting
look very
their
passionate
team.
about the game tonight.
And they are passionate based on,
And there was a knee slap for you.
and they're doing some weird handshake things now.
All right. Valley is back on the court. HK is joining them. And it's going to be an HK foul shot by Bodak. And it's good. 23 over 2.
Number 2 has the ball. Pass to 4. Pass to 2. Pass to 4. Pass to 2. Pass to 4.
Could have predicted that
Who
one.
passes to 2? And 2 shoots and misses.
A very intense something just happened.
Yeah.
12
Oh,
ended up on
boy.
the floor, and now she gets 2 foul shots.
Oh. Okay, anywho.
And that was a foul on
Number 24.
Elle McGlynn.
Who has 3 fouls in the game. Number 12 on Valley gets to do this little shot. And she shoots and makes the shot. I almost said misses, but that would have been incorrect.
It would have.
So, number 12 gets another shot while a little kid is running across the court. Anywho, number 12 shoots and misses the second shot.
All right, live ball. Bodak over to Carini, over to Biondi, over to Favalora, to McGlynn. Slips right through her arm, goes over to Valley. 23, drives through the center, takes a shot. It's no good.
And
Valley
number
somehow still has the ball.
Yeah, number 2
Lots of back
now
and
has
forth
the
going
ball.
on.
Who is running with the ball past to number 4. They seem like they're friends. And then number 23 passes to I don't know who.
Favalora passes to Biondi. She misses the shot.
Valley gets the ball again. Number 4 does some little spinny things and then passes to number 2, who passes to 23, and then a shot is made by 12 but misses.
And there's a minute left of the last quarter of the game. That was Biondi to Favalora. Over to Bodak. Takes a shot and it's good. 40 seconds left of the game. Timeout called by Valley.
And we're all huddling back up again. Don't know why, because there's 47 seconds left. I'm just,
So Joseph,
things
I'll
happen.
turn this into a teaching moment for us.
Okay, let's learn.
Let's learn, everyone. Welcome to the Learning Corner. I'm
Okay,
Devin
just tell
Gallant,
us.
and I'm going to
Just
teach you
tell
about
me how
basketball.
the thing works, okay?
Okay, so a very popular thing I've seen this season is when we get down to the wire, a lot of teams like to take some timeouts in order to, after there's a play, they like to regroup their team, so they do a timeout because they have them left, and
Okay,
they are
that's
able
enough.
to
Thank you
regroup
for that
and
message.
talk through their next
So what
plays.
I understand is that was just a lot of talking for a really simple message that you could have just said.
Meanwhile, a while ago, Joe talked about streamers. Just want to point that out. All right.
I did? What did I say?
It's not important.
Okay.
All right. Looks like HK's getting fired up. And both teams are taking the court once more with 40 seconds left of the game.
And the buzzer has buzzed.
And the ball is going to be starting with Valley.
And the ball is given to moving too fast, number 2. And then that's given to 10. 10 does a little thingy, and then nothing important just happened. 2 people just fell over, toppled over. For some reason, the crowd is cheering because some people fell over, but that's just, I don't know.
They're cheering because HK has the ball.
I don't
and
think
there
that's why. I think that they're, okay.
was
Anywho.
an issue with the falling. All right, there was another
Another
timeout
timeout.
called by HK
And
this
we
time.
don't need that lesson again because I've heard it enough. Thank you.
Well, now you know. So
Okay, anywho.
a little bit of. Not only is there some fire going on down on the court, but also up in the stands with me and Joseph. Just kidding.
It is not an actual fire, by the way. You don't have to be worried. Just an emotional fire in my head.
Okay. So the refs looking like they want to go home.
And I do too, so it's okay.
Not that we aren't enjoying the game.
And
Just
the
that they
wave
look like
is
they
going
would like to
on.
go home to their families and are waiting for the timeout to be over.
Yep, definitely.
I'm really excited for the game to continue. A little bit of a wave just happened in the audience. I don't know if you saw that.
It looks
Oop,
like they're
going
trying.
again. Oop, and
it
it
was
stopped.
not that good. It stopped when
About midway. It stopped at the parents' side,
Yeah.
so.
So that was
know
really
what that
not
says.
good for us, I think.
All right, our teams are back on the court. And
With
we're sorry.
30 seconds left of the game.
And we're sorry for any offensive comments we have made. We did not mean to.
Oh, and something just happened. A play was made. I'm really tired, and my voice is too.
Me as well. All right, it is going to be in HK ball.
Running in circles, I see. The ball is tossed to Biondi.
And there's another foul called on Valley, meaning senior Anna Biondi gets one shot.
With 27 seconds left, we didn't really make it that far, but that is okay.
But now we get an even more tense and more exciting game. So what would you rather have? I'd rather be here. All right, Biondi takes the first shot. And it's good.
So,
Since that first
so
shot
loud.
is good, she gets another.
That is, in fact, how it works.
Yes.
It's okay. We don't act. Oh,
And it's in. 4-2.
2 has the ball for Valley. She runs, she shoots, she misses. And then another one tries. It doesn't work. I don't. Oh.
And there's another foul called on
gosh.
Valley.
With 18 seconds left. It is
That was-
almost time for me to go home and go to bed.
As well
because-
as these girls who are working so hard.
And so am I.
All right, Ella McGlynn, number 24, taking her foul shot.
That looked like it went in, but it did not, in fact.
It went about a couple inches to the left of the basket.
More like centimeters.
Perhaps. All right.
Number 1 for Valley rolls the ball to number 2. Don't know how that's legal, but okay. And 1 shoots and scores, bringing their total of points up to 41 with 8 seconds left. Exactly.
And there's another foul called on Valley.
Whoa.
Pretty wild, honestly. All right. Sosnowski gets to take her foul shot. And that foul was called on number 1 for Valley. And her first shot is good.
Despite disturbances from the crowd, she does make the shot.
Yep. And she and it looks like the chanting of her name disrupted her foul shot, and it was no good.
Interesting, good to know. 2 seconds left. And, ow, that hurts.
That looks like it's going to be an HK win.
Yippee, everybody, the game is over and it's time to leave. So,
But let's just recap the game
let's
very,
just think.
very fast.
I just really want to talk about the performance of these players. A lot happened. Not much of the a lot that happened I comprehended, but that's okay.
It, in fact, is okay, Joseph. I'm glad our cameras caught it, so maybe one day we can look back and figure out what indeed occurred tonight.
Especially with your 2 commentators, because my feelings kind of got hurt.
I'm so sorry, Joseph. Will you forgive me?
I don't know if I can. Okay. It might. If you get me like coffee or a donut
Okay,
or
I'll do
sugar.
that. Well, anyway,
Perhaps.
Valley, although they lost,
Okay,
played a very
just
good
start
game
talking
tonight.
again. It's fine.
played a very good game tonight. I'm trying to congratulate our teams, Joseph.
Yep, they did.
HK played a very good game, obviously. They won. All right. So, for some upcoming games for both of our teams.
Yupperoo.
All right. Haddam-Killingworth Cougars, our winners for tonight, are going to be away at Coggins, away at Old Lyme, and away at North Brantford. And the Valley Regional, very good players tonight, are going to be away at Stonington, home at Cromwell, and away at Coggins.
Yep, that is in fact. Okay, and that is the wrong side of the script. So we flipped it over and will now read to you this little message.
Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of the HK Cougars versus the Valley Regional Warriors. I'm Devin Gallant.
And I am Joseph Formiga.
Valley Shore Community TV basketball is brought to you in part by Zip 06.
It's Zip 06.
Zip 06.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
And
watching.
Thank you for listening to us. Please don't submit any complaints about what you heard today.
We are very sorry.
I'm not, because I thought I did great. But okay, thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you for listening to us, and thank you for your patience.
Goodbye.
Bye.